Loyalty costs me more than these diamonds and chains, more than long nights, more than tears and pain. I stayed 10 toes when the ground got weak. Held folks down who was plotting on me. Gave my last dollar, gave my last ride, gave real love, got fake on the other side. Every hand I shook had a blade tucked in. Now I look at trust like a place I ain't been. I wore my heart like a name on a shirt. Now I keep it buried where nobody can work. A man don't turn cold for no reason at all. Usually somebody he loved let him fall. Loyalty cost me more than love ever did. Gave my all to folks who never gave me shit. Now I keep my heart tucked under my ribs. Cause loyalty costs me more than love ever did. Had family go missing when the money got low. Had friends turn strange when the doors got closed. Had women say forever with one eye on the exit. That kind of pain make a real one reckless. I was pouring from a cup that was already cracked, giving second chances I should've never gave back. Now if I move different, don't take it wrong. I just learned hard lessons from holding on too long. I wore my heart like a name on a shirt. Now I keep it buried where nobody can work. A man don't turn cold for no reason at all. Usually somebody he loved let him fall. Loyalty cost me more than love ever did. Gave my all to folks who never gave me shit. Now I keep my heart tucked under my ribs. Cause loyalty costs me more than love ever did. Ain't no refund for the nights I lost. Ain't no discount on that kind of cost. You can smile in my face, but I already know the ones cut deepest be the ones you hold close. Loyalty cost me more than love ever did. Gave my all to folks who never gave me shit. Now I keep my heart tucked under my ribs. Loyalty cost me more than love ever did.
She walked in the court, her knees buckled, saying for a man to survive, you need hustle. Seen and been through struggle her whole life, made a transition from being his hoe to his wife. Stifling. The night had been the ATF bust in. Her daddy was a hustler, so she loved him. Looked at the jury, how can they judge him? She screamed. Yeah. Fear in her chest, her face with tears, had a man's back, he was facing years. In her name, though the place was his, they trying to take everything except the kids. For years she been through scuffle and fights while he trying to hustle that white. Up all night, wondering if he's alive. Seeing him try, she bubbled inside and screamed. Yeah. Yeah. The judge yelled for order. Court reporter making her words shorter. His lawyer sat next to him. She could see how the trial was affecting him. It hurt for her eyes to connect with him. Using her lies for protecting him. They arrested him for murder and gun possession. As they read back her confession, she screamed, "Before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way." The court awaited as the foreman got the verdict from the bailiff. Emotional outbursts, tears, and smeared makeup. It stated he was guilty on all charges. She shaking, looking like she took it the hardest. A spin artist, she brought her face up laughing. That's when the prosecutor realized what happened. All that speaking her mind, testifying and crying. When this bitch did the crime, the queen pin. Before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way, before you lock me all the way. Please let me testify. You accuse me of a, you accuse me of a, you accuse, let me testify. You accuse me of a, you accuse me of a, you accuse, let me testify. You accuse me of a, you accuse me of a, you accuse, let me testify. You accuse me of a, you accuse me of a.
And with that being said, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Say You Like podcast. Man, it's some triggered folks out here, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way at that while. It is some very triggered individuals out here on these social media streets. You got influencers, you got podcasters, you got family members, you got commentators, you got people who's sharing out content, you got people who's doing community tab posts, you got people who's falling on the ground crying, you got motherfuckers going outside putting up heart signs talking about racist, bias. You got people completely overshadowing the real victim in this whole entire case, which is Austin Metcalf, because he's the one that's dead. And you also got people who are trying to shame the family for them supposedly raising a racist son, which would be the Metcalf family. But no one is paying attention to what's actually happening. And that is the fact that when it comes down to it, the Anthony family, if we really being honest, right? If we really being 1,000% honest, when it comes down to the Anthony family themselves, maybe y'all missed it. Maybe the game was in from jump. Maybe this was the whole entire scope of the plan. Maybe, just maybe, right? Maybe, just maybe, when it comes down to it, the whole entire goal was to go ahead and get Karmelo up out the way. As you see his mama sitting there smiling, as the sign says, from Metcalf to Melo to money. And we being all the way honest, 1,000% honest. We know how because I seen someone make a comment in the chat earlier. He says, stop the anti-blackness, cooking ain't cool. Well, let me go ahead and start with the anti-life cooking, because that shit ain't cool, right? Today, y'all really pissing me off. I've been trying to be cool about this shit. I've been trying to, talk, have good conversation with people and all this, that, and the other. What's going on, 1250? I'll be seeing you at 8 o'clock, good brother, right? But let's go ahead and be all the way honest, right? Because as someone who has just dropped down in my goddamn comment section talking about anti-blackness, sir, this has nothing to do with anti-blackness. This has everything to do with a family grifting off of their son's murderous actions, and they have been doing nothing but raking in the dollars, right? That's what it's really about. We all know he got sentenced to 35 years for murdering Austin Metcalf. We all know that people is highly upset because they want to draw some type of racial tension and bullshit to this whole entire trial. We understand that. We get it, right? The jury had the evidence. They reject the sudden passion claim. They reject the self-defense claim. They said, nope, this was murder. And in that moment when the sentence dropped, where was the parents, right? Where was the parents? A lot of people say, oh, well, the people, niggas is lying, bro. Niggas is lying, bro. The parents was in the courtroom. They was? Okay, let's read. 7:33 p.m., June 9th, 2026. Jury sentences Karmelo Anthony to 35 years in prison. The attorneys and the Metcalf family entered the courtroom, as well as Karmelo Anthony, who was crying and shaking, followed shortly by the judge and members of the jury. Anthony's parents are not in the courtroom. I will say that again. Anthony's parents was not in the courtroom. So, for all of you content creators out there, for all of the people across social media, including you on TikTok, which, by the way, let me go ahead and come live so you can see my face, because apparently y'all love restreaming my show over there on TikTok, and y'all love talking shit. So let me give you something to talk about. Let me give you something to be mad about, right? Fuck you. Because that's how y'all felt about Karmelo. And it's sad that I, who am not a Karmelo Anthony supporter, who am not a supporter of the bullshit ass community, it's sad that I have to show more sympathy and empathy for him because his ain't shit ass parents wasn't even in the fucking courtroom when it came time to his fucking sentencing. Right? I was listening to this lady on TikTok talking about, oh, this is a nigga that's not for us. This nigga is not of the culture. Ma'am, I graduated from your culture. That don't mean that I ain't never forgot who the culture was or what the culture was or where the fuck it is that I came from. But what I'm not about to do is sit up here and excuse someone's murderous actions just because they're black. Your blackness does not outshine why it is that this nigga needs to fucking answer for his crimes, right? Justice says that does suck to not have your parents in your corner. Absolutely it does. You said let you answer why they wasn't there. I know why they wasn't there. You know why? Because it was all about the Benjamins. It was all about the money. They needed to extract that money as fast as possible, like they always love to do when it comes to young black men, right? Get what you can up out of them and then toss them to the side. That's why that boy was working 2 jobs, because his parents was living in a fucked up situation and they couldn't really handle the fact that, guess what? Maybe they bit off more than they could chew, moving into a predominantly like white neighborhood like Frisco, fucking Texas and Collin County. But here's the problem. You can't be mad at me for calling the shit out. That's what motherfuckers do within the goddamn culture. When niggas get sick of the hood, they move up out the hood. But guess what? A lot of these motherfuckers can't handle the fucking bills that they fucking equate. So that's why their son was working 2 jobs so he can help his ain't shit ass parents. But once his ain't shit ass parents recognize they got a potentiality for a $1.5 million motherfucking paycheck, they got an opportunity to cash in on a white man's dead body because their black murderous ass son was being a YN, being a nigga, proving how much of a big man he is. Yeah, I guess you're really doing some hellified providership from behind the bars while you get bent the fuck over while Bubba introduce you to the motherfucking TDCJ. But you can be mad all you want to. It's the fact of the matter that one child's life was lost. Shane says the fact is 2 kids lost their lives. Lesson is you never know who you are confronting. Is it worth it? No. One child's life was lost, and that is Austin Metcalf. His life was lost. Last time I checked, you can write Karmelo, you can go see Karmelo, you can send Karmelo shit. Hell, you can call Karmelo on the motherfucking phone. How do I know this? Oh, easy. Because they had a whole entire motherfucking TikTok gang where they was sitting back and they was like, all right, y'all, we gonna put up the screenshots. If y'all want to get in touch with Karmelo, this all you got to do. Oh, trust and believe me, I went and caught them bitches. Hold up. There it is. Yeah, let's load these into the StreamYard, right? Because this is where y'all motherfuckers like to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and respond to you because every time I go into one of y'all TikTok chat rooms, y'all block me out. So just like y'all was doing here, if you want to send Karmelo some mail, you can send it here. I bet you can't send Austin Metcalf no motherfucking mail. Oh, if you want to do any type of visitation with the murderous Karmelo Anthony, you can do so by doing it through here. I bet you can't go visit motherfucking Austin Metcalf while he's alive. He's dead. And you motherfuckers that's going around creating these AI images of you pissing on Austin Metcalf's graves is diabolical. It's hellacious fucking work. But I'm not done yet. If you want to send money or message Karmelo Anthony, they even got screenshots for that. Anything to support this murderous ass nigga. Right? And yet I'm supposed to sit back here and say, damn, there's not a problem with the culture, especially because all they doing is celebrating the fact that a young black man took a young white man's life. And that's what they want. They want more white bodies. But I'm not done yet. if you want to send food, right? This one was add money and message him. This one is add money and send food. So they trying to come up with every possible way to support this evil ass nigga. And if you don't know who this evil ass nigga is, it is this motherfucker right here, Mr. Watermelon Fallon himself. But that's not why I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight to talk about what's really the big problem within this whole entire culture, with all these content creators, with all these influencers, as everyone is pushing the bill and trying to fill the buck of what's really going on. There's this question. Does it show that his parents really supported him if they only stayed until the verdict? They didn't even stay after the sentencing hearing, right? They didn't even stay for the sentencing hearing. They fucking left. And how do I know they left? Easy. We got video of them leaving the damn courthouse, right? Let me pull that up, right? Where is that video? Hold up. Karmelo. There it is. Karmelo family leaving courthouse. There it is. And then pull this up, pull this over, share this screen, and then maximize this. We got the video of them leaving the courthouse. Now, this says Karmelo Anthony's family leaves the courthouse after his sentencing Tuesday. Now, I'm going to ask y'all. Is that Karmelo's dad right there? Nope. That is not Karmelo's dad. That is absolutely not Karmelo's dad. Who's that? Is that Karmelo's dad? Nope, that ain't Karmelo's dad. Is that Karmelo mama right there?
Back off.
And that ain't his mama. That is his grandmother. Yes, Karmelo Anthony's grandmother stayed for the sentencing hearing, but not his mother and father. And y'all already know why they left. They left because they had to go get to the shmoney. Yes. They had to hurry up and go withdraw that shmoney. And we already got the statement from GiveSendGo. I guess we can go ahead and pull that up too. Right? Bash a few people upside the head really quick. GiveSendGo. There we go. GiveSendGo. There we go. Bang. Let's pull that up. Let's maximize that. A jury has found Karmelo Anthony guilty in the death of Austin Metcalf. Our hearts are with Austin's family, his twin brother, and everyone grieving a loss that no verdict can undo. GiveSendGo hosted a fundraiser connected to this case. Hosting a fundraiser has never been an endorsement of a person, their actions, their legal arguments, or their public statements. It is not a declaration of innocence. It is not a political statement. It is access to lawful fundraising, which we extend across the full spectrum of cases. This fundraiser was created to support pre-trial needs, and those funds were dispersed over the past year for lawful purposes, including legal defense and family relocation. So now that we understand that this was all indeed about the money, right? No, they wasn't inside the court. They left. They were not in the court at all. They left. Do I need to pull it up again? Don't worry about it. I got you, big homie. Because I don't want people to be out here falsely reporting things. The attorneys and the Metcalf family entered the room, as well as Karmelo Anthony, who was crying and shaking, followed short by the judge and members of the jury. Anthony's parents are not in the courtroom. The 19-year-old was sentenced to 35 years in prison. The jury rejected the sudden passion claim. Judge Ross will dismiss the jury, and then the victim impact statements will be read, and then the attorneys will hold a news conference. What happened next? So we get victim impact statements from Megan Metcalf, Austin's mother. Victim impact statements from Jeff Metcalf, Austin's father. What's next? Victim impact statement from Hunter Metcalf, Austin's Metcalf's twin brother. And then we get the Collin County DA says justice was served. His parents was nowhere near that damn courtroom after they got the guilty verdict, because they knew now that he's guilty that you cannot raise any more funds for a convicted violent offender, which Karmelo Anthony was, right? So his mother had been there earlier, right? She took the stand. She cried. She said she loved her son great. Still showed no remorse towards the Metcalf family at all, which further proves that these are vile human beings. They are vile people, and people who support them are vile people, right? But when the jury came back with the number 35 years, they said, right now, put the cuffs on. Karmelo Anthony was sitting there alone with his grandmother in court, not his mother and father, not the people who gave birth to him. It's just the people who set up the GiveSendGo and to collect the check, right? He was crying. He was shaking. He was facing the rest of his life in a jail cell, while the people who brought him into this world decided that sympathy needed to be on tour and the donation receipts were more important than their son, right? These aren't parents. These are venture capitalists who saw a tragedy, turned their kid into a GoFundMe or a GiveSendGo slot machine, and pulled almost damn near $635,000 out of a goddamn GiveSendGo GoFundMe, right? They spent a big chunk of that on moving and living expenses. That Cadillac, which we all saw the Cadillac the other day when I played the video, that Cadillac Escalade that they pulled off in, that's the one that they spent the goddamn money on. They didn't spend the money on the lawyer. Not using the money to actually pay for the adequate enough attorney to actually defend their son. No, they used that money to pay for their living expenses, to pay for the house, to pay for the car. They did everything except pay for Karmelo. And that's sad. And even in time of need, when it came for time for Karmelo to be sentenced, they said, oh, appreciate you, big homie. We out of here. We got the skedaddle. They said, we got what we needed from the courtroom. It's time to film the Wearing a Nightmare interview and keep the checks coming. That's why they went on the Breakfast Club. That's why they went all over these different places, because they need to drum up as much sympathy as they possibly can as people still running up the damn the bill to support this murderer. Right? So that's the mindset of the family. That's the cold, calculated, soul-selling mindset of bad parents who care nothing for their children, only for their children that can generate. And in this case, since their child, their murderous watermelon felon child, known as Karmelo Anthony, was able to generate $630,000 for them, well, now that he's gone his way to 35 years in prison, oh, well, your usefulness is up, at least until we hear what happens on appeal. But they don't care because they got the money. They've been getting the money. That's nothing new. And the sad part is they treated this kid like an ATM. They deposit some trauma at the track meet. They withdraw sympathy from the cash and from the internet, and then they dip when the bill is ready. But say that's the prime example of accountability being come due. Because it's time for people to really start telling the truth and calling these motherfuckers out for who the fuck they actually are, which is nothing but just wasteful spenders and people who birthed and raised a child to go out here and push out bullshit. You said the parents actually attended the sentencing? Damn, I can't believe we got to do this again. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time, y'all. Let's try this one more time. We're going to see if we can get some actual information out of here, right? We're going to go back to 7:33 p.m. June 9th. Anthony's parents are not in the courtroom. And yet this dumb ass thing came in the goddamn chat talking about this is misinformation. His parents actually attended the sentencing. No, the fuck they didn't. They attended the goddamn trial all the way up into the verdict. Once the verdict was read, the motherfuckers left. The motherfuckers left. And you want me to sit back and have sympathy for these people? Fuck these people. But even more because we're not done yet, right? Because we're talking about culture and we talking about parenting. We talk about all of this, that, and the other shit. But when we talk about actual misinformation, a lot of people don't really want to look up and see what was actually being pushed out there as misinformation. You got this fucking pedophile running around telling people this magic ass story that this motherfucker was jumped and that people were stomping him on the way as Austin was falling downward. You can see people stomping the shit out of Karmelo Anthony. That's not what Mel said. That's not what other people who was in the courtroom said. It's a whole bunch of people who were saying that, yeah, you see about 5 seconds of him stabbing him, and well, you see an altercation, you see him come at him, you see a stabbing, and then you see a run. No one was jumping, no one got stuck, no one got stomped on, no one got chased, no one ever reported that shit. But a pedophile said this is actually what happened, right? Yeah, they got to share their bullshit story, right? Bad parents don't raise children. They raise revenue streams and excuses. And that's the line right there. Write it down if you have to. Tattoo it on your forehead if you got to. Because we've seen this movie before. Parents who teach their kids the system is always out to get them instead of teaching them to own their own actions. Self-responsibility, self-accountability. That's what it means to be an adult. That's what it means to be human. That's what it means to be a father, a mother, a child, a married couple. That's what it means to actually raise your children together. But again, what do we know about the community and its failure of a motherfucking system? As these motherfuckers continuously push out all these goddamn YNs and these BMs and these BWs and all this, that, and the other do shit. My baby mama, my baby daddy, my baby what? Fuck all of that. Y'all are producing the worst and the worst, and y'all are trying to protect the worst of the worst only because you want to run out the bag, right? What does that say? The DT said, but racism. No, ain't no but racism. No. Ain't no but racism. Racism has nothing to do with you not supporting your fucking child, especially your child who murdered someone. Racism has nothing to do with the lack of empathy. Racism has nothing to do with the motherfuckers who sit back here and raise a goddamn child, and then this motherfucker go out here and kill somebody, and the first thing y'all think about is money. Right? The truth of the matter is, the money wasn't even on Melo's head. It was on Austin Metcalf's head. The fact, I know you joking, you good. The money was actually because Austin was dead. They literally put a bounty on Austin Metcalf's life after he was killed. And what did these motherfuckers do? These motherfuckers went and collected. And yet I'm anti-black or anti-culture for not sitting back and supporting this shit. Fine, no problem. You got it. It don't take no skin off my back. It don't hurt me none for just telling the goddamn truth. Right? These parents, and I'm talking about the Anthony family, what they did was they saw a dead kid from the other side and think, how can we monetize this? Instead of how do we raise future human beings, and what lessons can be learned from this so that we don't end up in another situation like this? How can we stop raising racist ass nigga black children that's coming out of community, not only just hating people who look like them, but also hating everyone else as well? Instead of working on community and strengthening the foundation and actually having structure, education, a whole bunch of organization, all these other things. No, these motherfuckers just sit back and say, no, we need to teach more black people how to hate white people. And the best way we could do it is by supporting the fuck out of Karmelo because he killed a white person. But yet not one of you motherfuckers has went live about that 1-year-old that got shot by the cop. But y'all care about black people, right? Got it. It makes absolute sense to me, right? So y'all are monetizing the death of white lives, and yet you say Black Lives Matter. Got it. They raised a young man who thought that bringing a knife to a confrontation and stabbing another teenager in the chest was somehow justified. Then they raised hundreds of thousands of dollars off that same tragedy. And when the gavel dropped and reality hit, these motherfuckers gave their own son the middle finger and said, fuck it, we out of here. We got to go cash this check. That's not love. That's not protection. That's not parenting. That's sacrifice. But not the good kind, though, right? They sacrificed their son on the altar of the sympathy bag, and it worked. They say you're a fool. And the motherfuckers that supporting that shit, y'all the biggest fools of all. Now, as far as these online influencers go and these mainstream media voices that's still out here pushing all these false narratives, you got people on YouTube, X, TikTok, Facebook, all certains and corners of the motherfucking media saying this was self-defense and it was a racist jury. How about the fact that this is a murderous 17-year-old who, by my belief, he did not make a mistake. He intended to stab him in the motherfucking chest. He intended to do great seriously bodily harm. So you got to do the motherfucking time. It's unfair. It's not. It's an unfair trial. Well, maybe if you would keep your child out of the goddamn system, you wouldn't have to worry about it being fair or not. Like these motherfuckers in the courtroom with a better view than the actual jury. That's what these motherfuckers on social media are saying. I got all the answers. I know what happened. I know who did this. I know what time it happened. I know where they was at. I know what they did. You don't know shit. You wasn't in the courtroom. You're only taking one-handed account as long as it supports and benefits Karmelo Anthony's cause. That's the only shit y'all accepting. Y'all not accepting anything else that proves your point otherwise. And then when people do not accept your narrative that the only reason that you need to support Karmelo is because he's black, the first thing you say is that you're anti-black, that you're self-hating, and you participate in the same racist fucking stereotypical bullshit that the fucking KKK and the Jim Crow's laws established. But you got it. All in all, while ignoring the actual witnesses, ignoring the victims, ignoring the evidence, they ignore the jury, which is regular people who just sat there and listened and said that this is murder. But the Grift don't care about the facts. The Grift cares about engagement, outrage, sensationalization, racial tension. That's what the Grift cares for. These digital race hustlers are the new snake oil salesmen. Anytime you see somebody put up a live stream and the title is any type of support for Karmelo, that lets you know that one, they probably do support Karmelo with good intentions. I have no problem against that. But then when you start listening to their fucking content and they get out here and they saying stupid, salacious shit, then you got to start asking questions. Are you doing this because you actually support Karmelo, or are you just doing this because you're going up against the establishment and you see your numbers go up and it's working for you? Because that's what a lot of motherfuckers is doing on TikTok. That's what they're doing on Facebook. That's what they're doing on Twitter. A lot of these motherfuckers are showing sympathy for Karmelo just because it's a numbers game right now. So now I have to ask, do you really support Karmelo, or are you just supporting Karmelo just because the numbers is up? And however you may want to try to disassociate yourself from it, the truth of the matter, it is this. If you're only supporting Karmelo to get your numbers up, that lets me know that your support ain't real. Period. Somebody asked, how do we donate to the stream? You can donate to the stream. Excuse me. You can donate to the stream by way of Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. If you need the links, just request them in the chat. I'll go ahead and put this up on the screen as I'm talking. Give me a second. There it is right there. That's how you support the link. And that's how you support the show. What did Jason say? Hold on. I didn't see Jason's comment. I don't know. I'll go back and I'll catch Jason's comment in a minute. I'm cooking right now. Right? These are the same people that's running around telling you that the system is rigged because they don't give a damn about Karmelo, nor do they give a damn about Austin Metcalf. They don't give a damn about the Metcalf family. Hell, they don't even give a damn about y'all as y'all are the supporters. They only care about how much money you're going to give. And that reminds me, that reminds me of the Umar shit. Umar said, I'm glad that you're talking to me about the school, but did you send the money? If you're not sending the money, then you're just talking. See, that's the same way with y'all Karmelo supporters, right? If you're just talking about support for Karmelo and you're not sending the money, you're not a real supporter. So the only way that these people consider you to be a supporter of Karmelo is that you actually have to send the money. So if you're not sending the money, guess what you are? A piece of shit. To them, these are the people that's keeping up the division machine and running the division plays. That's them. They'll tell you that the system is rigged when the rig is in their own thumbnails. Their own thumbnails with cherry-picked clips and emotional manipulation about how it is that you should be supporting Karmelo. And if that you don't, then you're a race hater, you're a self-hating race traitor, and that you don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, the Metcalf family, the actual victims, they showed up. Not only did they show up, they stayed. They spoke. They faced the pain head on. Austin's father said it plainly. Not 1 ounce of accountability is from the other side. Just absences and excuses. That's it. That's the difference between real people and grifters. Grifters are nothing but just people who have high absences and nothing but excuses. The real people, they stayed there and they showed up, even though this boy was the one that killed his son. Jeff Metcalf was there every day. Even though this boy was the one that killed his brother, Hunter Metcalf was there to give his victim impact statement. Even though this boy was the one that killed their son, Austin Metcalf's mother was there that day. Where the fuck was his mother at? Where the fuck was his father at? They left. Real parents and families, they take the hit and they try to do better. Grifter parents, they take the hit and they try to go do another GoFundMe. Oops, my bad, another spot fund me. Oops, my bad, another GiveSendGo. Oh, my bad, another Cash App, another PayPal, another Venmo. Anything to circulate more money into their pocket except for focusing on the real problem. The fact is that when it comes down to this so-called black community, which I don't know why people are trying to treat the black community as if it's some monolithic thing. Maybe because y'all trying to make Karmelo into y'all new martyr. He's y'all new Messiah. He's y'all new Jesus. Y'all care. Y'all donated more. Y'all have donated more to Karmelo Anthony's GiveSendGo. I'm sorry, Karmelo Anthony's mama GiveSendGo than y'all have given to church within the last 2 years. That's how I know you motherfuckers is fake. That's how I know. Right? And this lie, it was designed to keep people dependent on excuses instead of building power, the responsibility. Because these are the ones who prioritize clout and cash over their children's character as part of a problem. And then the sad part is that the influencers, the content creators who profit from keeping us angry and divided, they're part of the big problem as well. Now I'm speaking to you as content creators. Oh, well, he hating and he angry because they see that we get motion talking about Karmelo, but y'all not donating to Karmelo. I don't care what motion you get from supporting Karmelo Anthony, the murderer. I don't care what motion you get. But what I do care about the fact is the motion that you're getting, that your motion that you're using, you're further elucidating and proving the point that y'all don't care about the facts. Y'all care about misinformation. Anything that will get Karmelo off. That's what y'all truly care about. But anyway, Karmelo is now sitting in the cell for 35 years because of the choices that he made. And that's sad for any young life to be thrown away. But guess what? Karmelo made that choice. No one else. But the people who were supposed to guide him and protect him, if nothing else, stand beside him in the moment of truth, they chose the bag. They chose the narrative. They chose the next interview and the next donation over their own son. That's betrayal with a receipt. And the internet clowns that still pushing he was defending himself while the evidence and the verdict says otherwise, you tripping. Because y'all not helping Karmelo. Y'all are just helping yourselves get a sympathy bag. Your Cash Apps, your Super Chats, your Venmo, whatever the fuck it is that you're using to collect money from these emotional ass people as they want to protect this goddamn criminal, that's on you. So we got to call it what it is. We got to reject the grift culture that says tragedy is a business opportunity and accountability is optional. And we got to raise kids who know that actions have weight and that there's consequences to your actions. That parents are supposed to be the ones who stay when everyone else leaves. And that real strength looks like facing consequences, especially ones that you created. Not filming them for likes. Not going out and doing multiple interviews, which more than likely you're getting paid for, and trying to fake cry while you sit there and smile in between each little shot because I seen the smiles, right? Not casting judgment on people just because they don't want to support you. If anything, you should have been looking for sympathy from the goddamn 12 people that was sitting in that jury box. You can't blame your attorney on this one. You have to blame yourself. And that's why I believe that really why his mother be sitting there crying and shit like that. She probably feels bad. But his ain't shit ass father, the one that be sitting there smiling and shit, oh yeah, he definitely don't give a fuck. That motherfucker just got a bag. Probably never even give a fuck about Karmelo. Excuse me. But one family showed up and one family crashed out. My question to everyone in the chat is, how do you look at this situation where a whole entire trial was on the rise to solve the case and get justification for the actual victims in this case, which is the Metcalf family. And you have a whole entire culture of people, a sector of people, ninjas, niggas, however you want to describe them, standing behind and pushing the narrative that a murderer should walk free just because he's black. If that's the case, then why was y'all crying about Sandra Bland? Why was y'all crying about Sonia Massey? Why was y'all crying about Trayvon Martin? Why was y'all crying about Breonna Taylor? Why was y'all crying about George Floyd? And we seen what happened with the Summer of Love. And tomorrow's Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth for those of you that support it and those of you that celebrate it. Congratulations. The Knicks had a parade. The Knicks had a parade today. And yet everybody's still stuck on the fact that this nigga done killed somebody. And that there's people who holds him accountable for his actions. And yet we're supposed to overlook the fact that he killed somebody. But even more so, because people are still harking and stuck on a whole entire fact that, oh, well, you just want to admit it was too much time. Too much time? No problem. I'll admit it wasn't enough time. That's my admission. Granny says, who are you? You seem very harsh. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm American. I'm a son of God. I'm a veteran. And I don't play no games with nobody. So, yes, I am harsh. I absolutely am harsh. Because the truth has to be harsh. Y'all have been sucking on a titty of sympathy and bullshit, lack of accountability and confidence within y'all community for quite some time. It's time to pop the titty out the mouth, and it's time to be honest about this shit when it comes to how it is that people are handling themselves in the world and online in social media and social spaces. That people need to stop drawing lines in the fucking sand and actually producing themselves and expressing themselves as the fucking races that they are. And when people express themselves as the races that they are, accept them for who the fuck they are and do like it says, cast ye be away from me, for you are full of racist, raceful sin. Oh, well, you just don't speak. You don't. Fuck out of here. Rusty says 400 years ago, slavery still exists, facilitated by blacks. It's crazy you even bring it up. Well, I mean, it's crazy. At the end of the day, you can talk about slavery all you want to, but we have black slave owners. Hell, one of the very first motherfucking trials when it came to slavery was by a black man who wanted to keep another black man in slavery. The fuck are we talking about? That's what it was. You want to talk about Happy Juneteenth? Oh, okay. Let's talk about Happy Juneteenth. Let's celebrate Anthony Johnson. Exactly. Let's celebrate Anthony Johnson. Shout out to Anthony Johnson for taking his slave to court to keep his ass enslaved. A black man taking another black man to court to keep his ass enslaved. Shout out to Anthony motherfucking Johnson. Jason says, I feel bad for the murderer too because he was young and really fucked up. I feel bad for the fact that his ain't shit ass fucking parents cashed in his motherfucking life for a goddamn paycheck. That's what I feel bad for. You said I'm super based? No, I'm not super based. I'm just a real ass motherfucker. I'm a grown ass motherfucking man who don't play no fucking games. But I appreciate you. I'm not going against you. I'm just, I'm rolling along in the comments just like y'all are. People been dragging you on YouTube, but I think it's because you have the best outlook on the whole situation. Keep the positivity going. Hey, Right Foot General, I know these motherfuckers is dragging me on YouTube. Guess what? Hey, Right Foot, I appreciate you, big bro. I really do. And guess what? To all those people that so-called dragging me on YouTube, How about you tell the motherfucking truth your goddamn self? That the reason that a lot of you motherfuckers is sucking dick of the goddamn black community, because you know that the moment that you start, the moment that you stop doing that shit, then a lot of you motherfuckers subscriber count would fucking die the fuck off. If y'all sit here and y'all start telling the motherfucking truth, a lot of y'all subscriber base would fucking just go into the goddamn trash. That lets me know that you're a fucking fraud. That let me know that you're fake as shit. That let me know that you sucking dick. And that let me know that I can't believe anything that you fucking say. Everything that I've said about this fucking trial since last year when it began has been the fucking truth. Has it not, baby?
Yep, they be on that. Whoop.
Exactly. So if motherfuckers want to drag me on YouTube for telling the truth, let them fucking drag. I appreciate the free press. I love free promotion by all means necessary. I ain't got to pay the motherfucker to say my name or put me on the thumbnail. I mean, I'm doing something right. Right. Is you mad or no? That mean I'm doing something right. Jason said, ain't no one dragging sale. Shit. You must not know how to look up Cellulite Podcast. I know you fucking lying. I didn't see my face on about 8 motherfucking thumbnails in the last 2 weeks. I didn't see my fucking name tagged and shit and live streams for the last 2 weeks, ever since this shit happened. And don't let me get to talking about Trump, because then when I really start showing my support for Trump, now my name really about to get drugged through the mud. But how could you like Trump? He hates black people. Oh, you mean like how you niggas hate niggas? You mean how like y'all kill each other every day in Chicago? You mean like how y'all motherfuckers run around with switches? You mean like how you motherfuckers set up here and y'all literally fucking come up with plans to kill each other every day? You mean that? Smoke weed every day. Oh, you mean how you fell into the whole Margaret Sanger trap? You mean that? You mean how you fell into the feminism trap? You mean that? You mean how you motherfuckers rocketed, you propelled yourself straight into the motherfucking 94 crime bill jail cell? You mean that? Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Oh, Tether.
Oh, Tetherpalooza. Well, here you go. This one's for all you Karmelo Anthony supporters.
Last time I checked, Tethers was still black.
So
that's racist terminology.
More racist terminology.
These black people, these blacks in America, trying to delineate between blacks that come from other countries.
Absolutely. Look at this motherfucker system. You suck. Your mother. Where that motherfucker go? Your mama suck.
Booty holes.
Assholes. I mean, but you know what though? Hey, if you want to go visit Karmelo Anthony, right? Here's the visitation schedule. All you gotta do is reach out to TDCJ and you can get on the motherfucking schedule list, right? All you gotta do is put in a request so you can manage the visits. There you go. You can go suck that dick all you want to.
Oh, we should go. We should take a drive.
To Texas? To Frisco? You think we should go down there and make some we should go make some content? You know damn well his mama and his daddy is gonna go straight in that motherfucker down. You talk to that black son of a bitch, say you like podcasts. He don't like you.
Well, we got a Spanish sister.
Oh, we could send her in there.
We could.
Yeah, just dress her up like a Karmelo supporter.
Yeah.
Aw.
Get some empanadas and some rice and beans.
Some empanadas, rice and beans, and some menudo. I mean, he gotta get used to different meats in the mouth.
I mean, that's me.
Hey, that meat gonna have him full, baby. Right, put some money on his books. I'm just saying though.
Send him some books to read.
Oh, they know he got books to read already. He got novelties. He got instructions. He got rule books. He got everything. Hey, you know what's the biggest rule that he gonna get? It puts the lotion on his skin, or else it gets the hose again. And he gonna be in that bitch like, I don't want it. And he gonna get mad like, it puts the lotion on his skin. Hey, I swear to God, they gonna ship Diddy down there right before he get out. Let's go, Bubba. Hey, listen, I'm glad I saved these bitches. You gonna unplug my internet? Okay, unplug it after this. At 26, he could be using butter. At 76, he could be using hemorrhoid cream. They about to fuck that. They about to fuck the lining out that boy. Listen. Gang bang, Carmelita. And I'm so glad, right? I'm so glad that I went ahead and I made up this thumbnail. This thumbnail is diabolical. I need you to understand something. This thumbnail is dire. I need y'all to pay attention to the grimacing smiles on his parents' face. They never gave a fuck about that boy. They never gave a fuck about that boy. They had absolutely no care in the world for this boy, right? Because if they really cared anything about this boy, they would have been checking his book bag. They would have been checking his behavior. Oh, he had a high GPA. Congratulations. Hell, even Einstein could kill people. Look, Cool Gamer said his parents used him for the money again. Absolutely. The parents is indeed awful. And that's no jokes aside. Absolutely. And the sad part is that the Karmelo supporters, you're showing your kids just what type of love they're going to get if they become a damn murderer. Watching all those people march around motherfucking Frisco for a damn murderer, and they had little kids out there. Do you know how crazy that shit look? You're showing your children the only way you get love in the black community is you got to be a criminal. You got to kill somebody. You got to sell some drugs. You got to get a basketball scholarship, or you got to get a motherfucking football scholarship, or you got to be a rapper. That's what y'all showing y'all kids. And yet I, a black man, is not supposed to call this shit the fuck out. You goddamn right I'm going to call this shit the fuck out. I'm going to call this shit the fuck out about how this community and this culture, which could be way further than where the fuck it could have been had you motherfuckers not been so focused on goddamn dick and pussy conversations and why it's black women's fault and why it's black man's fault, because y'all can't come together and work some shit out so that your children won't suffer behind any fucking trauma. Oh, no. Y'all say fuck the kids. Y'all say install the trauma. And y'all say give me the money. That's why the majority of you motherfuckers don't even take care of your goddamn kids. But you wait until them last 3 to 4 months so you can show your kids just how much you love them before you got to file taxes. Look, the Unabomber had a PhD in mathematics. And guess what? Karmelo had a 3.7, 3.9, 4.0, 4.5. Motherfucking valedictorian. This motherfucker was magna cum laude before he about to be go. Second said, "Thank you, Daddy." He was the top of the class. He was the captain of the football team. He was the captain of the track team. He saved multiple people's lives. He was a very good kid, right? But Clarence parents had real good marriage. He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Guess what? Everybody was a good kid at one point in time. Some of you motherfuckers in the chat, y'all was very innocent people until you got your first piece of pussy or you got your first piece of dick. You was very good people until you did some illegal shit. Everybody stole a cookie out the cookie jar, yes.
Wait.
Huh?
What if
the
issue between Austin and Karmelo
okay.
Austin's girlfriend?
Austin's girlfriend? Or Carmelo's girlfriend?
I mean Carmelo's girlfriend.
Carmelo's girlfriend is Mexican.
So what that mean? Austin Metcalf is Native American Indian, according to his daddy. He could have been trying to holler at her. He was like, "Oh yeah, there go this bitch nigga."
We coming up with narratives. Oh, I like it. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do the narratives. All right, so Eddie, who is the cousin of his ex-girlfriend, right? He was probably telling Karmelo like, yeah, you know, that motherfucker Austin be over there blowing her back out. You understand me? And Karmelo probably felt some type of way.
He at the stadium.
Hey, he at the stadium, yo. You might want to get over here.
I'm gonna tell you, come on underneath.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that nigga Austin, he right here. That's why he sat at the top of the bleachers. Because he was being a bitch ass nigga he was trying to provoke them. Y'all team is ass. Oh, since the Karmelo supporters can come up with motherfucking narratives, let's come up with narratives. He probably talked to his ex-girlfriend and he found out that Austin had a bigger dick than his. All right, fine, fuck it. Hey, you know how you little dick niggas, and you know how y'all feel, right? You know how y'all feel, right? Hey, Austin probably looked at me and said, "That's why you got a spick of a motherfucking girlfriend, you beaner loving ass nigga." Hey, it could have been. You never know.
Austin said, "I'm gonna take her too."
And Austin said, "I'm gonna take your bitch." Hey, Austin said, "I'm gonna take your bitch," right? Hey, since we just creating stories, what other stories can we tell? Huh? What other stories can we tell? It's a whole bunch of hood ghetto nigga shit we could come up with. Oh, he probably found out that Austin was doing his girlfriend's homework.
Since they want to keep talking about the Molly's and the Percocets.
The Molly's and the Percocets? Okay.
Austin is the dealer.
Austin is the dealer?
He's the dealer. Looking for the hookup. Karmelo Anthony. I see three of the Molly's. I'm like, hell no, nigga. I don't take no shorts. Bring me my money. So they Karmelo's like,
motherfucker. Bitch ass nigga. You said, what did you walk into? Oh, we just coming up with narratives, since that's what the Karmelo supporters is doing, right? We coming up with narratives because these niggas don't like to stick to fucking facts. But the fact of the matter is that when it comes down to it, according to this, Karmelo Anthony's parents was not in the courtroom when it came down to the sentencing. August says he was a fake gangster. That's not a false narrative, nor is that information. That is the truth. That is the truth. How dare you call him a fake gangster? He caught a body.
He was rolling 20.
He was rolling 20s, cuz.
Between Normandy and
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So is we gonna stop with the bullshit and we gonna deal with the facts, or we gonna keep the bullshit going? Because I ain't got no problem. And I don't want no problem. But if it's a problem, no problem. Look, and he said ain't no rolling 20s in Frisco. Damn. You guys just seen Carl Hunter look the last time he was on TV after the verdict. He's getting swole. Hunter looked mad the fuck. Hunter looked like he going through some shit, bro. Karmelo was gay? Oh, damn. Karmelo was gay. Baby, they said Karmelo was gay. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up and see if he was gay. Hold on. God damn it. We gotta confirm it. Since we just going with motherfucking narratives, I gotta confirm it. Oh, damn. His girlfriend do look like a boy.
Well, then that puts a whole different spin on it, because then it was girls on film. Was that his girlfriend or his bestie?
A lady boy.
Bestie and the girls.
The Goyles. Okay, yeah. There's his girlfriend. Hold on, let me make this big screen. There we go. Oh. There it is.
There they
are. As he was celebrating his 17th birthday, there they are. That dude look like a little boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know.
His lips is kind of juicy.
We love you, Karmelo. Oh, and by the way, black women was mad, okay? Black women was mad. They was like, I know he don't got him a Mexican bitch. Oh, they was pissed. Is that why all y'all black women is supporting Karmelo? Is because y'all trying to revert him back over to the black side? Is that what's going on? Just heartbroken. He will have a lot of support in prison. Good riddance. Absolutely, he'll have a lot of support. He gonna have plenty of girlfriends. You understand? I'm sorry, he gonna be plenty of people's girlfriends. Miss O'Shun said, what did I walk into? Oh, what you walked into was me calling out the fact that Karmelo's ain't shit ass fucking parents and his ain't shit ass, his nigga ass, his watermelon felon ass, this bald headed son of a bitch, this Diddy's new boyfriend, son, this Bubba's new back scrubber. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck Karmelo and fuck his supporters. Period. That's what you walked into. We just going through the motions. We got things to do. Huh? No coochie for you. No coochie for you. I think it was Muslim. They pissed that he didn't date a black woman. Absolutely. You said what happened now? Oh, let me tell you what happened now, Miss O'Shun. Let me tell you what happened. So what happened now was, right? There's a lot of people running the narrative that Karmelo Anthony, who is calling me? Who is calling me? Hold on, y'all. Girl, you could have said that in the chat, but yeah. So, what was that? What happened now? Oh, so you said I need God. Oh, okay. So no, I guess you want the link. Okay, so let me ask this question before I get up out of here. Let me ask this question. So apparently y'all want to talk to me, right? So I'm gonna ask this one time and one time only. If you want the link to come up here to try, if you disagree with everything that I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. If you want to come up here and you want to try to argue with me, put a 1 in the chat. Because I open up the goddamn panel. It don't make me no difference. Because it seems like you just want to bang out in the chat and cheerlead. Okay. So back to what I was saying. Because that's what these motherfuckers love. They love to talk about you, but they don't love to talk to you, right? Because then you would have to actually deal with me giving you the facts. That's what you would have to deal with. You have to deal with me giving you the facts. By the way, if you want to support the show, you can hit either of the 3 support links, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Thank you very much. You can either 3 of the points in, but get back to it. What happened now is that there is this narrative going around that Karmelo Anthony's parents was not in the courtroom, which it has been reported multiple times in a lot of different places, that indeed, when it comes down to it, Karmelo Anthony's parents was not in a courtroom during the sentencing hearing. So they was there for the verdict. They wasn't there for the sentencing, right? That's what happened. And then now there's this new myriad cavalcade of bullshit to where now that black people who don't support Karmelo are self-hating. Well, this is not new. We already knew this. But it's a problem with the blacks that's supporting Karmelo. No. It ain't about the blacks that's not supporting Karmelo. The real problem is the blacks that is supporting Karmelo just because he's black. That's the problem that's going on, Miss O'Shun. That had it not been for Karmelo being black, they wouldn't be supporting him, right? Because the case of the matter is, people say, well, I could be impartial. That's not true. If Karmelo was white, I could still support him. Then why do y'all keep on bringing up Casey Allison? Why do y'all bring up Kyle Rittenhouse? Why do y'all bring up George Zimmerman? Because y'all don't care about facts. Y'all see color before y'all see fact, right? That's absolutely what y'all see. Because if you actually saw fact before you saw color, you would understand that George Zimmerman got off because he was defending himself from a murderous motherfucking teenage kid by the name of Trayvon Martin. If you seen facts before you seen color, you would understand that that officer was in fear for his life when Mike Brown's big ass was chasing after him. You would understand that Kyle Rittenhouse was being chased by a fucking mob of people who was trying to take his gun and kill him. And that he had every right to defend himself, and he only shot people who tried to kill him. But you look at facts before you look at color, right? You want to bring up Casey Allison, and when the fact is put out there that even during the trial, that there was testimony that the bathroom door was locked. Oh, well, that don't mean nothing. He got less time than Karmelo. I don't give a fuck if he got less time than Karmelo. I didn't see a whole bunch of white people. Can I be honest? How honest can I be with y'all? Because I don't know if I could be. If I be too honest, then a lot of people start leaving, right? Fuck it. I didn't see a whole bunch of white people out here motherfucking protesting about Casey Allison. Because when they got the charge, they understood the motherfucking assignment. And they fucking went with it. Hey, bro, you got these 10 years. You got this body. You good. But when the motherfucker was reported to have to get manslaughter, you saw as the bitches was out there crying at the top of your lungs, all up in white people's face. If anything, if you saw fact before you saw color, you should be sympathizing. You should be siding with the Metcalf family because they buried their fucking son. He can't come back. He is stuck within the box in the fucking casket, rotting the fucking way, becoming fucking worm food because y'all sons of bitches keep supporting this ain't shit ass nigga for murdering someone. Right? But again, I didn't see no motherfucking white, Jewish, Mexican, whatever fucking group of people out there protesting George Zimmerman. I didn't see nobody out there protesting Derek Chauvin for the fucking unfair motherfucking trial that he got. I didn't see no white people out there protesting about Casey Allison. I didn't see no white people out there protesting about the fucking white cop that shot Breonna Taylor. I didn't see no motherfucking white people out there protesting about the white cop that ended up getting fucking jailed for the Sonya Massey shit. I see only black people out there. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Fuck out of here. Right? Where's your motherfuckers at? How come y'all ain't talking about Mystical? This motherfucker just got 20 years for raping a woman. How come y'all ain't been fucking talking about that? Where's the support for the black woman? Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot. The black community don't care about black women. Where the fuck was the protest when fucking the little girl got shot at McDonald's? Where the fuck was the protest when Dakar Thompson got killed by an illegal alien? Oh, because not only your blackness is not of value to you, your political affiliation is more important to you as well. Because being a liberal, lily white, black, dumbass motherfucker that's following behind the Democratic Party, you have to fucking stay within the programming. Because if you don't, then you're an outcast. What you cooking? That smell good as hell. Oh, okay, cool.
But you know what? They can say,
nah.
I'll play games with you.
I'm just saying. Where was all of these fucking people at?
And I don't want to keep bringing them around. I don't know if you send me type of chat.
Huh?
He had a pew pew pointed at him.
Yes.
He had to grab the barrel. We saw the photo. The person that did it testified on the stand. Yeah, I was pointing my pew pew.
You didn't get shot until you pointed the gun at him. He was shooting black people. You mean tell me 3 white men is now black all of a sudden?
Well, that's because the one got his bicep disintegrated.
Shout out to 3. Hold on. 3-Man Podcast is supporting like a motherfucker. Hold on. Let me read these right quick. 3-Man Podcast says, salute to the biggest hustlers, the Anthony fam. Appreciate you, big homie. He also says there was no protest for Chad the Builder. Where the fuck is the white protest for Chad the Builder? Where's the protest?
Where's the black protest?
Where are the black protests for Chad the Builder?
Where you at? Where you at?
Why I do it? Where is the black people that's supposed to be protesting these online influencers because a black man got shot for running up on a white man and hitting him? Where's the black protesters?
Can you tell me?
Where's
the content mill and the algorithm for Kion, the little 1-year-old boy?
Yeah.
I only saw one video about him.
I saw one live stream today. That's it. I didn't see no other live stream.
Y'all gonna protest Walmart?
Oh, they're not gonna protest Walmart. What? They love Walmart. They protested the fuck out of Target, but they love Walmart.
Well, Target is a little more expensive.
Girl, that's because you ain't heard the Wally Wally World song. You heard that song before?
No, we're not playing the Wally Wally World. Not Mr. Ghetto.
Mr. Ghetto, 2 Fire Records.
Man, forget going to the
Hey, y'all ready to go to Wally World?
club to meet something new. When I want me something new, I go get me a basket and
That's
I go
right.
walk around Walmart.
That's right.
All the women being Walmart. You heard me?
Come on. I'm going to Walmart. She going to Walmart. They going to Walmart. They
Walmart, we going to Walla 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 World. Walla 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 World. Walmart, she going to Walmart, they going to Walmart, we Walmart, we going to Walla 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 World. Walla 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 World. Walla 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 World. Walla 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 Walla.
That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. Y'all going to Whitey World, huh? Y'all ain't about to protest Walmart. Y'all know y'all not gonna do it. I know y'all ain't doing it, man. Y'all ain't doing it. They too busy stealing out of Walmart. Yo, Brain, what's going on, bro? You said up in the six throwing some throwing bows, Brain up in the six throwing bows out here, soaking up the sunshine. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. I'm just saying. So I think a large part of where the people are, my sister's typing in the chat. So I think a large part of where the people at on these issues is simply due to a lot of people not being aware of the cases. I didn't know about half the cases you mentioned. You know what? Let me acknowledge my sister's chat. Let me read these cash apps right quick. Shout out to 3-Man Podcast. He says pro-black equals pro-democrat. Man, that's big fucking facts. Let me tone down the stream. Okay? Let me tone it down by saying this. A lot of people really don't know about these cases. A lot of people really don't know about these cases that I have mentioned. But you know what that shows me? That shows me a lot of people are not paying attention to the world unless it is that newsworthy or if it happens to them. You have to pay attention to what's going on in the world because what happens in the world sets precedence. No one cared about Diddy until Diddy went to trial. Everyone had things to say about Diddy, but it's a lot of things that Diddy could have went down for as far as that Rico trial, that Rico case goes, but it didn't happen. The only thing they cared about was the fact that someone said that Diddy liked to take man's sperm and rub it on his nipples. The problem is there's a lot of things that even would have got them attention worthy had they been paying attention. Anytime I hear someone say, "Oh, but y'all don't want to talk about a white boy who took a firearm across state lines," I know they're not paying attention because everyone knows Kyle Rittenhouse did not take that gun across state lines. That gun was in Kenosha the whole entire time. His mother brought him down there to the protest, and his friend who had the gun, who was of age, had to stay with him while he was in possession of that gun. But they will never tell you that. Not one black person was shot during that whole entire ordeal. Not one black person was shot at, but that was only after that black person tried to drop kick Kyle Rittenhouse as he was on his head after he got tripped because an angry mob was chasing him after he just defended himself against a pedophile that said he was going to take his gun and kill him. But they don't pay attention to that, right? They don't pay attention to the fact that even in the case, in Allison case, that yes, there was an agreement to go and fight in the bathroom. Oh, but what about the fact that he said that he wanted to kill him? Well, I mean, guess what? Intent to kill does not mean that you're guilty until you kill someone. They'll pay attention to the fact that even brought up in trial that the bathroom door got locked. So my question to everyone in the chat is, if you fighting in the bathroom and someone locks you in the bathroom, your life is in danger. I'm stabbing whoever the fuck. Even in the Sonya Massey, I'll bring up the Breonna Taylor case. A lot of people say that, it was wrong what happened to Breonna Taylor, but they're not looking at the intricate details of why Breonna Taylor was even up under the microscope. The fact that there was stakeouts at Breonna Taylor's house and at another drug house where that was pretty much the distribution house, that they were keeping eyes on both these places, and that Breonna Taylor's home was where they kept all the money and all the drugs, right? They're not paying attention to the fact that Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend, who was in jail, who was the drug kingpin, and Breonna Taylor was posting pictures of herself all over social media, holding up guns and holding up drugs, illegal drugs. They're not paying attention to that fact. They're not paying attention to the fact that when the police showed up, which I don't agree with, is no knock warrant. They're not paying attention to the fact that, guess what? Had Breonna Taylor not been in association with a drug dealer, maybe she wouldn't be up under the microscope of the police. But they don't pay attention to the fact of that. They just look at the fact that she got riddled with so many goddamn bullets. Well, guess what? Her boyfriend shot going outside the house, and the police shot back in the house. She just happened to be there. They don't pay attention to that. They don't pay attention to how in the Derek Chauvin case, even when it comes to George Floyd, right? Yes, the boyfriend did shoot first, right? They'll pay attention to the fact that Mike Brown, who had a full-on battle with the police, who got away and went to a nearby, I think it was a gas station or a corner store, wherever the fuck it was, and then he went back and got back to the police again, and then was chasing after the police that was smaller than him. They don't pay attention to that. They'll pay attention to how, and even when it comes to George Zimmerman, they'll pay attention to the fact that Trayvon Martin was beating the living shit out of George Zimmerman, and he had every right to use a gun to protect his life. You says, Sel, we can't do if not for, because that can always be flipped equally. It can always be flipped equally, but here's the problem: you have to deal with the facts. The facts of the matter is this. Karmelo Anthony brought a knife to that track meet. Now I'm gonna list off the facts, and y'all tell me true or not true. Okay, I'm gonna list off the facts. Y'all tell me true or not true. Karmelo Anthony brought a knife to a track meet. That's fact number one. Fact number one. Fact number two. Karmelo Anthony was in the dugout with the team as it was raining. It's fact number two. Karmelo Anthony was invited under a tent by his friend or his ex-girlfriend's cousin, Eddie. It's fact number three. Fact number four. And these is from the witness testimony. Fact number four. Multiple people did not recognize who Karmelo Anthony was and asked him to leave at least 15 times. That's fact number four. Fact number five. Austin Metcalf approached the tent and started having a back and forth with Karmelo. And after Karmelo had been telling people that y'all a bunch of pussies and y'all ain't gonna do shit, he then turned to Austin and was having a verbal confrontation with him, and he says, touch me and find out. That's fact number five. All right? Fact number six. Austin Metcalf pushed Karmelo Anthony or hammed up Karmelo Anthony or linemen's drill Karmelo Anthony or shoved Karmelo Anthony. That's fact number six. Either way it goes, when it comes to fact number six, Austin Metcalf put his hands on Karmelo Anthony. That's fact number six. Fact number seven. Karmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf and killed him. That's fact number seven. Lucky number seven. Karmelo Anthony stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf. Y'all stop me when I'm wrong. Fact number eight. Who said pushback? Who said pushback? Hold on.
Said pushback.
Oh. You got pushback?
Yeah, I got pushback.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let me get through this right quick. Anonymous. Fact number eight. When approached by the school resource officer, he said, I'm not alleged, I did it. Fact number nine. When questioned by the police officer, he said, I told him not to put his hands on me. Fact number 10. Karmelo Anthony was not being jumped. No one chased Karmelo Anthony. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Oh, fact number 11, 10, 11. He asked if it was self-defense. He asked, is he going to be okay? He was crying. I don't think I missed anything. Baby, did I miss anything?
He had a shitty ass defense attorney. Fact number 12, he didn't know how to shut the fuck up. Fact number 13, he had a whole bunch of people outside irritating the jury while they was deliberating and decided his fate. Fact number 14, no matter how many times y'all complain, he's not going to get an appeal. And if he do, he's going to get more time. I think that sums it up.
You stopped at 13 or 14?
14.
Fact number 15. Austin Metcalf is not coming back. He's dead. There's a family grieving. The Metcalf family. No one will ever hear his voice again unless it was on a recorded video. No one will ever see from him again unless it's on a picture or video. And there is a family that is now going to have a hole in the shape of Austin Metcalf in their heart until the day they die. All because he pushed somebody. Fact number 16. You niggas ain't shit. Fact number 17. Fuck Karmelo Anthony. Fact number 18. Fuck the community. Fact number 19. I don't give a damn.
Fact number 20. You sycophants need to stop looking for a video of somebody expiring because the Texas Attorney General has sealed it and it is not going to be available for public consumption.
At all.
And just because he has a twin doesn't mean his parents have to see him every day because it's still not the same. Their light is not the same. And Hunter's light is not the same.
Nope. And then fact number 21. While people keep saying, oh, if this was my kid, if this was my kid, if this was my kid, let's be honest. If this was my kid, you better get that motherfucking life. If this was my kid, either y'all let me get an hour in the room with him by myself, or you better make sure you give him life. Because after 35, I might still feel some type of way. And for every appellate hearing, for every parole hearing, whatever the fuck you got, I'm showing up to all of them. This motherfucker don't never need to be out of jail. Because if that was my kid, oh, best believe I got a vengeance like a motherfucker. After all of these niggas have been saying this shit for a whole year about me and my fucking family, you don't think I feel some type of way? Oh, well, Jeff Metcalf's a racist. You niggas been a racist all your fucking life. From the early 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, 50s, the 40s, all the way back to the fucking 60s. You think I give a fuck about what Jeff Metcalf said in a goddamn video?
And to the stupid ones in the back that keep saying, oh, you're getting hit in the super chest for white supremacists. Here's the gag and the drag of it all. The fact that you guys live in such states of delusional grandeur. White supremacists don't have to pay the Black community anything. The Black community is willing to do it to themselves. Evidenced by the Planned Parenthood rates, evidenced by Black on Black crime, evidenced by drug in the Black community, and evidenced by how y'all are responding to a situation of law. Instead of doing the logical thing and employing lawyers and trying to change policy and law, y'all are screaming into the ether, as if screaming into the ether is going to change the system that you find to be oppressive.
Sounds like crazy work to me. You got that Charleston White video? Because all I got is the picture.
Did I not send you the link?
I don't know, but the picture speaks a lot, 1,000 words. This is how sick motherfuckers are. Even if I want to say that it's a grift, which I know it's from Charleston White, I know it's definitely a grift. But you know how funny this is? That this motherfucker has a t-shirt that says watermelon felon guilty of murder and he's selling these bitches. I swear to God, I should buy one. I should buy one just because.
No, you shouldn't.
Just fucking because, huh?
No, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't buy one? I should make my own?
No, sir. Listen, We ain't doing that. That's taking it too far. Take it too far.
No, it was taken too far when he stabbed the shit out of Austin Metcalf. That's when it was taken too far. It was taken too far when these motherfuckers came out here and said that Karmelo Anthony should not have gotten any jail time. It was taken too far when these motherfuckers said no one gives a fuck that Austin Metcalf is dead because he's a white boy. That's when it was taken too far.
I concur, but you
said don't be like that because my wife said so nicely. Okay, baby, I won't be like that.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. But you know what I am gonna do though?
Don't do it.
Listen, I said I won't buy the shirt. You got me to agree to that. Fair?
Fair.
All right, cool. So I won't buy the shirt. But you know what I am gonna do?
Oh, what?
I'm gonna play the song.
Got a tag on the bag, it say watermelon felon. Sneaking through the market with a grin, too telling. Pineapple spears in the cup, dip red like a potion. Everybody looking like, man, what you selling? Brown clown, no rules, just playing. Pockets full of lies and a knife in his hand. Stabbing kids with a wild eye stare. Left a trail of blood in the busted front chair. Oh, he too slick, talk too quick. Ducking every camera, then he do that trick. Oh, he too proud. Too loud, whole block know his name when he come around. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Sweet on the tongue, that's how wrong, go and get some. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Laugh now, run fast, but the pain come back, son. Yeah. He blame the moon, blame the street, blame the whole damn city, blame the cash, blame the break, blame the world for pity. Say everybody foul, say everybody fake. But he the one who made the wild mistake. Got Kool-Aid on his fingers, got a plan in the stare, got a...
Nah.
All right, enough.
Hey. That's the whole summer bop. All right? That's the whole...
No, it's not.
That's not the whole summer bop. You're right. That's not. Let me play the other Watermelon Felon song. Hold on.
No. Please don't.
You sure?
Yes, please.
Okay. I won't play the song. Not while you up here. I'll play the song at the end of the show.
I did send you. I sent you 2 clips. I can't tell you what you do to your phone, man.
There you go. All right, so let's see what Charleston White had to say about all of this. Cool Gamer says, play the other song, please. If you want me to go against my wife and you ain't hit the cash app, hey, bro, I ain't about to get cussed out for nothing. You got to hit that cash app.
What's the cookie right here? What's the cookie right here? I'm looking for oatmeal. I'm looking for oatmeal.
My man's is walking around the store with the Watermelon Fella shirt on.
Oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, them the one I want.
You want oatmeal raisin?
Yeah.
And I know damn well he just don't give a fuck, right? Let's see what this one is about.
So y'all get y'all Karmelo Anthony watermelon filling shirts. They can be purchased at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com. Make sure y'all get y'all Karmelo Anthony watermelon filling shirts. They can be purchased at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com. Make sure
So with that, we do have a show scheduled at 8 p.m. tonight. Brother 1250 Podcast said he would like to have a discussion on the about Karmelo Anthony. I don't know if y'all have seen that thumbnail or not, but I'll show you the thumbnail really quick. if I have the thumbnail loaded into the StreamYard, which I don't because I'm stupid. So hold on. Let me go ahead and load up this here thumbnail right quick. So y'all can see exactly what we gonna be talking about tonight. And terrible, I am terrible. I just okay. There it is. There's the thumbnail. Jesus Christ, what you mean? I got too many things in the studio. Hold on, that don't even make sense. Hold on, there it is. There it is. I found it. There it is. All right. What the hell, man? Hold on, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now add the damn thing into the dang old thing before it be problems around here. Okay, there it is. All right, cool. There it go. All right, cool. So like I said, in about an hour and some change, we're gonna be going live with the Young Man 1250 podcast. We're gonna be having a discussion about Melo. You said Streamlabs, bro, cheaper and better, and no drop costs. Yeah, I mean, listen, StreamYard, it's good enough, right? Streamlabs is a special thing. It does what it needs to do. Baby, you came back up?
I came back up here to tell you got too many things in there because God said no.
I know, right? And I appreciate it, baby. I really do. But thank you. We about to get out of here, baby, okay?
You still finna be a heathen, ain't you?
No, I'm not gonna be a heathen, I promise.
You lying to me right now?
No, I'm not lying, baby. I'm not lying.
All right, I'm gonna get down, but if you be a heathen.
If I be a heathen, what I do?
Consequences.
Consequences, repercussions?
Yeah.
Why would it be consequences, repercussions?
I'm gonna Karmelo you.
You gonna Karmelo me?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you agree? Why would you do such a thing?
You better behave yourself.
All right, I'm gonna behave myself.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. Y'all done lost your minds now. They call them watermelon felon. Everybody yelling. Keyboard gang swelling. Comment section dwelling. Watermelon felon. Everybody telling. Half the folks just laughing, another half rebelling. Watermelon felon. Name ring like a bell. Funny how a nickname got the whole world yelling. Facebook got the lawyers and the judges, everybody holding grudges, everybody know the facts, till you ask them for the sources, and they mumbling. TikTok got the experts, YouTube got the sermons, everybody got opinions, but ain't nobody working, means flying faster than the truth. Everybody acting bulletproof. One side screaming, lock him up. Other side screaming, free the youth. They call him watermelon felon. Everybody yelling, calling section dwelling. Keyboard gang swelling. Watermelon felon name, everybody selling. Funny how a tragedy turned into compelling. Some folks laughing, some folks crying, some folks posting, some folks lying. Everybody picking teams, everybody chasing dreams, everybody want attention, everybody want the streams. And if outrage paid in dollars, half these folks would all be scholars, sitting on the internet acting like they wearing collars. Yesterday they loved you, tomorrow they'll forget. Today's outreach champion is next week's biggest bet. People change the story every single day, but one thing stays the same. Everybody got something to say. Watermelon felon. Everybody yelling, country boys and city folks all up in their feelings. Watermelon felon, name they keep on spelling. 20 years from now, they still gonna be telling. Watermelon felon. Yeah, they yelling. Lord have mercy. Y'all done lost your mind,